Hello everyone, this is NHL Hockey Sports. Hope you're enjoying your day today. In this video, today we're talking about 10 scenarios the Senators can land their 2 draft picks at the 2020 NHL Draft Lottery. Now the Draft Lottery is this Friday, June 26th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Can't wait. One of my favorite things during the NHL, besides the playoffs, the draft, the season, and then I always love the lottery. So much fun to see what happens. But we have a very unique situation with 2 draft picks potentially, in the top 5. And that's the Ottawa Senators' own pick and the Ottawa Senators' pick, but previously owned by the San Jose Sharks. Now, I can't wait to show you some 10 scenarios here. But before we get into it, I'd like to thank all of you for getting me to 250 subs. Special video will definitely be coming out soon. I want to do draft videos this week, so it might be around Saturday or Sunday, or earlier or later, not sure, but I promised it will be out. Let's try to get to 300 for another special video, okay? Thank you so much. Let's get into it. Starting off with the first scenario, here we go. That's the first overall pick in the 2020 National Hockey League Draft, and the second overall pick too. This could happen, and either the first pick is previously owned by the Sharks, or the second pick. Sharks are not going to be happy. They're already not happy. They want that pick, and they can't, because they traded it away for Carlson. Carlson about 2 years ago. So here we go. This is interesting. First and second, Ottawa would love this, and this would be fantastic for Ottawa. What this can do is amazing. Fantastic. This amazing, I have to say. First and second, the best scenario out of all 10, just to put out there. Starting with the second one. That's the second overall pick and the third overall pick in the 2020 draft here. This would be great still. Either the first overall pick is the Red Wings or some other team that did not make the playoffs, or one of the qualifying losers get that first overall pick. We'll see what they say, but this is what it is. Second overall and third overall. Very interesting. Of course, the one you would like is the first and second, but any of these are going to be amazing, just to put it out there. Second, third, we can see Byfield and Stützle, or Byfield, or Stützle and Drysdale. Byfield and, Drysdale, yes. Byfield and Drysdale, or Stützle or Drysdale, or Stützle and Raymond, or Byfield and Raymond, or Byfield and Stützle. Whatever way they want to go, will be very interesting what they lean toward here. That would be an interesting one for sure. Going on to 3. Scenario number 3. And that's the third overall pick and the fourth overall pick. Now the third and fourth overall pick can be whatever the second overall pick and the first overall pick. So let's say Lafreniere goes number 1, number 2 is Byfield. Number 3 could be Stützle and Drysdale, or Stützle and Raymond, or Byfield and Drysdale, things like that. So if second overall pick picks Byfield, then they'll probably pick Stützle and another player. If they pick Stützle second overall, whoever it will be, that means the Senators would probably pick, the other guy, Stützle, right, or Byfield. And then number 4 can be Drysdale, it could be Rossi, it could be Raymond, Perfetti, Holtz, I don't know, Jack Quinn. Oh man, that's pushing it a little there. Not number 3, but just very interesting. What could go? And number 4, very interesting. Number 4, Drysdale, Holtz, Perfetti, Raymond, guys like that, Rossi. Very interesting how that could pan out to be like. Scenario number 4. And that is 4 and 5. 4th overall and 5th overall. That could be, for example, we can see, what if Stützle falls down to number 4? Or Byfield. That's a great player you can pick up. Drysdale, Rossi, Perfetti, Holtz. Could you think about Askarov at number 5, potentially? If you really want to take that daring move, or the Senators might be like, you know what, that's too much of a bold move. We'd rather go for someone who we can see more promising future out of. Not saying Askarov doesn't, but always drafting a goalie in the top 10 is risky at some point. If it works out, it's a fantastic idea. If it doesn't, you crash and burn, literally. So you don't want that, but we'll see where Peter Dorian goes here. 4 and 5 is excellent also. 2 in the top 5, that's fantastic. Going up to number 5. Here we go. How about 1 and 3? So, Lafreniere go number 1, and then what if second overall pick is Byfield? Okay, then Senators can probably pick Stutzler or Raymond. Or what if the second overall pick became Stutzler? Then you can pick Lafreniere, Byfield, or instead of Byfield, you can pick Raymond or someone else. So, very interesting of that one. 1 and 3, not bad. 2 in the top 3? 1 in the top 3 is fantastic. 2? That's amazing. That's fantastic. Number 6. Here we go. Scenario number 6. Here we go. It's first overall pick and the 4th overall pick. Now, that is interesting because first overall is probably Lafreniere. 4th overall, you can change up Raymond, can we see Drysdale, Rossi, Perfetti, Holtz. Guys like that, definitely we can see. That would be interesting for sure. Number 7 for scenarios. How about first overall pick and the 5th overall pick? Hey, so Lafreniere again. Then you can see instead of just Lafreniere, you can see Rossi, Perfetti, Holtz, even Drysdale. How about Lafreniere and Drysdale? That is great. I like that. Lafreniere and Drysdale. You get a defenseman, you get a forward. Win-win situation, isn't it, Ethel? Now you just have to look for a goaltender? No problem right there. They can do that. Alright, so moving on to number 8. The 2nd overall pick and the 4th overall pick. This is interesting, okay? So you can get your Byfield or Stutzler, and then you can go get another forward if you want. In like Rossi, or a winger. You can go for a winger, a center, or a winger in Raymond or Holtz. How about Perfetti? So, or Drysdale again. Thinking of the options you can definitely do. Many options. And Pierre Dorian probably can't wait for Friday and see what he can do here. What he can get. Be amazing what they can do. Moving on to number 9. Scenario number 9. And that's 2 and 5. So Stutzler or Byfield. And then you can go for, like I said before, Rossi, Drysdale, Quinn, Perfetti, Holtz, Askarov, potentially. How about Jake Sanderson? They said, I know in Bob McKenzie, he had him 8th overall. That could be a different one right there. You probably go over Drysdale over Sanderson, but you never know what can happen, right? And the last scenario, here we go. The 3rd overall pick and the 5th overall pick, not bad at all. So Stutzler or Byfield, and then kind of like the 9th scenario, Drysdale, Perfetti, Rossi, guys like that, Holtz, any of those guys, Raymond, you can go for it. Now, any of these 10 scenarios is fantastic. You're not really losing at all. The worst you can go is getting the 4th and the 5th overall pick. That is not a worst thing at all. And the best one is, of course, is the 1st and 2nd overall pick. Come on, that is the best. Okay, or 2nd and 3rd, 3rd and 4th. But of course, 4th and 5th might be the least appetizing one they probably don't want. But it's not horrible. It's still fantastic. You have 2 picks in the top 5. That is fantastic. Okay, so interesting how this would go. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video, hit the bell, comment, share, do all that stuff for us. Trying to hit 300 subs now for a special video. Also, another special video at 350, less than 50 now. We're at 252. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for getting me to 250 subs. A reminder, yes, special video, I promise, and I will get that out soon. One day, but we're talking about the draft this week, up to the draft lottery. A lot of fun, okay? See you next video. Goodbye.